Hey, what's going on, crew? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. If you're new, welcome. If you're already a subscriber, you are one of the real MVPs. And definitely appreciate every last one of you. But the LG Stylo 4 has some features that are different than the LG Stylo 5. Let's talk about it right here. Make sure you stay locked in, and I'll see you right after this. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first feature I noticed that was actually not there anymore was this lock screen feature, which lets you customize the animations that you want on your lock screen. Now that was actually available on the LG Stylo 4, but when I went to the LG Stylo 5 and I went to see if it was available, I actually didn't have that feature. Not that I used it all the time, I actually just realized I had it 1 year later, so I guess that's why they removed it. Let's take a look at the second feature. And the second feature is you can actually add apps inside of the lock screen. And this third one was actually another feature that was gone. You can't adjust the screen resolution anymore, but they actually added another one where you can customize the display completely to your own liking and your own personal preference. So I thought that was definitely pretty cool because you could change the color tones, color brightness, and the hues to match your own liking, warm, cold, cool, or just in the right in the middle. But you did get that option to customize it exactly how you did see fit. So I definitely thought that was pretty cool. Apologize for any background noise. My brother's playing the new Madden in the background. But right here, you do get the option right here, which is the gestures, which is actually brand new on the Stylo 4. On the right, you don't see that feature, but you get button placement, which you can use with the regular traditional setup. But when you're using the LG Stylo 4 gestures, you're not able to change the combinations because there's no buttons. So just take a look right here. You can see you can change the panel just like this by swiping right down below, and it just goes from app to app. So that's actually really sick. But when you're using the traditional placement, you can actually add these little toggles and combinations. Now this is the screen sleeping feature. Hold on, let me sip a brewski. And then right here, you can see you do get mini view, which is definitely pretty sick. I use this because a lot of the times when I have a case on the phone, it does feel a little bit more bulky. So if I'm using it with one hand and I have something in my other hand, I'll change it to the mini view. So the mini view comes in handy. But one of the things I noticed, you can't change the apps anymore. Like the games, PUBG and everything, I used to be able to switch over on my LG Stylo 4. So you have to do this option where you go into backup, and then you go in and you manipulate LG backup to back it up to your SD card. So then you can, after it's backed up from your SD card, then you can just delete it from your you know what I mean, like your internal storage, so you can save some memory. So they got this feature built right in right here in extensions right here, smart cleaning, gaming features right here. So it gives you like you could take a break, and when you take a break, the phone automatically knows to like lower the brightness and everything, so it won't drain battery. So that's definitely pretty sick. So that's another feature. They did have the old one, but then they do got this one called gamer mode where you can actually open the apps through the gaming mode. And then that notification panel, turn on those two toggles right there, and you can actually control the fingerprint sensor with those toggles. And then you could create these two shortcuts where if it's the screen is locked, you can open up the quick memo, and then when the screen is locked, you can open up the camera. So turn all those on because those are definitely like really cool and they come in handy. You also got NFC sharing panel, file sharing. Turn all those on if you want to, take advantage of it. Android Beam, media server. I think that's like screen mirroring. Is that screen mirroring? Wait. Printing, which is definitely pretty sick. So you're getting a boatload and a mirage of features right here built right in. So you can see right here when you go to the feature right here where it just says sound, just click that because you'll be able to get like flash alerts like iPhones. So like the flash will basically like go off. I don't know if you want all that attention on you, but turn that on if you do so fit. And then right here you can see it can vibrate as well. So turn that on if you do want that to be another feature for you, an extra feature. Put in some headphones, you get all these features right here. I like side by side. and then go to custom down below and toggle all those up, and that actually helps the speaker get louder. I actually made a video for that on the LG Stylo 4, and they actually kept it with the LG Stylo 5, so I definitely thought that was actually pretty cool. This is the multitasking feature, so just you would swipe up from your app tray button or pill, and then it would give the option to click split screen on a particular amount of items or apps. Click this one right here and you can control the pen feature sound. So like if you get sick of like the chalkboard sound, you could change it to like an ink pen or like a marker sound instead of like a pencil, which is like kind of like that chalkboard sound. I hate that sound, but you know, you could change it to something a little bit more graceful. Change the paper color to your personal preference, and you can create lines or no lines. So definitely do that. Insert pictures, images, videos, sound files inside of the quick memo. You do get this cool feature right here, which lets you create like a drawing text and send that off like in a text or something to somebody. This is like that old school thing you would do with the crayon box. I remember I had like the $100 set crayon box, and I would just make these like all day at my babysitter when I was like 7 years old. It was like super fun. But they got this on like phones now, so that's actually pretty sick. So I thought that was pretty cool. It brought me back to like when I was like back in the day, like when I was growing up. You got a coloring book right here, so like that's pretty sick because you can add like other default coloring book features that they have in here. So it's not just this one, like the rabbit one. They got like other ones that you can like add in there. Let me see if there's like other ones in here. But yeah, it's pretty sick because you can click that. Then they got like these ones which are like pretty cool, and I guess you could like actually import your own right here and then like make other ones like from your obviously you could like figure it out. You could make other ones and like color over top of it. But hold on, let me sip a brewski. Okay, so then we got other pen features. The quick memo still there. This is the one that just pops up at the top and is customizable. You can shrink it or minimize it while you're still doing something underneath it. So like say you're like you got your calendar open, or let's say you got a phone call open, you could just like pop this up right over top of the phone call. It doesn't interfere with the phone call because it just pops right over top of it. Make a quick note, save that into the phone while you're talking through Bluetooth headphone set, or just the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, because that's still like available. So that's definitely pretty cool that they did actually keep the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and including the NFC feature, and including facial recognition and fingerprint sensor. Now let's go ahead and see right here. You can just customize these. You got the comfort view right here, which is locked in right here inside of it. Click that if you're like reading in the nighttime. Whenever it starts getting dark outside and I start feeling my eyes getting tired or something, I just like toggle this on. But you can actually automatically set it up to turn on. Click scheduled. You could even set time of when you want it to be scheduled. So I definitely thought that was pretty cool. But tell me what you guys think about these tips so far. Let me know down below if you have any tips that I missed, because I definitely will miss some. Obviously, I'm not like, you know, like a creative genius or anything like that. But right here, when you turn on, you know, like YouTube or whatever, it does get plenty loud. It's a little bit muffled, obviously. It just sounds like exactly like the Stylo 4 speakers. But obviously you can get up to 1080p resolution and everything like that on the videos, and you can shrink it with your fingers right here. So if you want to expand the screen, obviously you can expand it, or you could shrink it. It does cut a little bit off of the bottom and top, but you know, it definitely fills up that whole entire screen panel. So I definitely always expand it just because it looks pretty cool. And if you're in app, you can get this feature right here where you can remove the either the app or the swipe feature right here. So like that thing will just disappear when you double click it, and then, you know what I mean, you don't see that thing anymore. It's gone. So it fills up that entire chin of the phone, which is definitely pretty sick. So when you're enjoying any app, you can definitely just choose whether you want it to be you know, like expanded or not. But I definitely thought that was pretty cool. And another cool feature that was on the LG Stylo 4 That's still available on the LG Stylo 5. But tell me if I missed any features. Tell me what features you like, and tell me what features you're looking forward to, um, and everything like that. But you can see this pill feature is probably one of my favorites. I definitely like that addition. When it updated to Pi, you can get this cool feature where you could just swipe across, and it's really simple, really graceful, like when you're browsing across the applications. So then when you long press right here, you definitely get like additional features like always. You can change the grid if you want to customize the grid, and I like the 5x5. The 5x5 is sick. You can customize this Google Feed feature, but we'll leave that on. Anytime you do that, it's gonna actually reload, so it's gonna load the apps one more time, but that actually loads a lot quicker than the LG Stylo 4. I did notice like a lot of quickness and more. It was definitely like way less lag. There wasn't any lag, so obviously that attributes to the older software and the older processor. Well, it's just the same processor, but it's a little bit more optimized. Hold on one more second. Okay, so now we do get the long screenshot right here. And what it is that when you're inside of a browser or like something that requires many pages, and you go right here, swipe down, click capture, screen capture right here, boom, click that, then hit extended right here. And basically it'll start dragging down automatically. So then you'll see right here it's dragging automatically, and then it's actually taking a picture of everything that it's dragging down. And then right here you'll see that basically you can go ahead, click that, and then hit this one right here at the top left hand corner if you want to save it or not. So we're gonna click cancel, boom. But let me just save this, because like that's definitely gonna be something that like I want to look at like later on. Let's say that's something that like you need to do like an event or something like that, something from your email, like along like it doesn't have enough like like you basically want to quickly like save all that information on a couple of pages, and then it's just right here in your quick memo. So you could actually just take advantage of that for later on, like when you're using a quick memo like in the future, and then just like save that so you can remember it. But it's like it saves the link and everything like that, so you could just open up real quick. You can see the bottom of it right here. It just shows you the link and everything like that, and then you could just hit that, and then like I thought that was pretty cool. But you could just draw on this thing, create notes, set reminders. I mean, like randomly change colors. Mess around with it. Like you don't get this feature with any other devices. You do get with some of the LG devices, but they don't get the pen feature, which is like built right in. But the pen feature still feels really sick. Everything feels really dope. 3 GB of memory, 32 GB of RAM. The phone feels really fast on Pi 9.0. The white color does scratch a little bit, so I definitely put a case on here like when I'm using it day to day. But you get that pull out quick memo feature when the screen is locked as well as a bonus extra quick tip. But definitely appreciate every last one of you. You guys are the real MVPs. If you have the LG Stylo 4 and you're thinking about getting the LG Stylo 5, I was a person who thought that the LG Stylo 4 was going to be the identical phone of the LG Stylo 5, but it's a little bit more upgraded, has a little bit more features. I definitely appreciate you for watching this. I definitely like the LG Stylo 5, and I definitely think it's a tiny incremental upgrade. Definitely glad I got it, but thank you for watching. It's your boy Serrano. Later, crew.